I'm back at the old Legal and General house in Kingswood in Surrey. It's been about 7 months since I was last here, and they'd just put up fencing at that point. You might hear it while I'm talking. There is definitely work going on there now. There's drilling or grinding or something going on. And I've just walked past the entrance and there's a van there doing something, presumably putting on gates or something. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go for a walk around the back, see if the footpath is still open. And if it is, I'll take a walk up there and we will see what is going on now at Kingswood. Well, that guy was a forester, tree surgeon, so I don't know if you can see it, definitely some tree cutting going on through there, but not much different around here. There are pipeline markers here. I'll do a video about them some other day. For avoidance of doubt, this is a public right-of-way. This is a path on which I have a right to walk within certain legal frameworks, guidelines, restrictions, so on and so forth. So the land here is owned by Legal and General, or was before they sold it off to the developer. But to close or change a public right-of-way requires some very specific legal actions and things like that. So if we find any of this has been closed, I will get into that then. If not, I'll make a separate video about footpaths, closures, temporary redirections, all that sort of stuff. It doesn't look like much has changed here. For some reason, there's an office chair there. Someone's been having wheelchair races potentially, but not a lot different. Still all boarded up. I wonder if they'll reinstate it. I don't know if it was boarded because the glass was smashed or to protect the glass from being smashed, I don't know. This dead bit, I think, was temporary road surface that was put down while they were driving in all these fence panels and putting them up. It's rained a lot since then, so I suppose it hasn't grown back, but maybe it's only just been picked up. So it looks like they haven't had to do any footpath redirections yet. If they were to need to pull this fence further out, or if they wanted to close off this entire field, then they would need to do something about the footpath, because this is a, as I said, public right-of-way. Well, technically, the sign for the public right-of-way is over there. Not right here, but this is sort of a de facto adjustment just to move it to outside the fence. I think the footpath technically went up and through there somewhere, but again, a sort of de facto redirections happen through here. I don't know if you can hear it over the wind. I can hear big vehicles, I think, over the front of the house. So whether they're starting work on breaking up the front car park, I couldn't see from around the front. If the wind dies down, I might put the drone up, but I can only do that if it's safe. This gate here is where they brought the temporary road stuff in, and where this temporary road then goes down to temporary fencing in on temporary road. Definitely hear something. Oh, maybe I can just hear the tree surgery going on over there. Maybe that's all that's happening at the moment. But there's definitely more security gone in recently. I was half expecting to find a notice on this footpath. There's planning ones down there, but saying closed or temporarily diverted. That probably will happen at some point, so I'll check back every so often and see what's going on. But it does look like at the moment things are happening, but not a lot and not very fast. But that's pretty standard for large building projects. They're going to take a while. They're getting started, they're clearing trees. At some point they'll presumably start breaking up the car park as well. I believe the plan, I hope the plan, is to keep the building. It is a nice building. So, thank you for joining me for this quick walk through the LNG site at Kingswood, and I hope you will join me for the next one by subscribing and all that standard YouTube stuff. See you later.